Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Attack on Titan, the final season, part 2. But today, we're going to be checking out the next episode, Night of the End. And last time, Armin attempted to confront Connie so he could stop him from feeding Falco to Connie's Titan-fied mom. And long story short, Armin's solution to this problem was to sacrifice himself, feeding himself to Connie's mom so that Falco could survive, Connie's mom could come back, and that he could just put himself out of his misery. But can you blame him? The guy's got a lot in his mind. But in a way very reminiscent of when Armin was almost eaten by the big old man Titan, Connie swooped in and saved him at the last second. Because even though he wants his mom back, he wasn't willing to just let Armin just dive straight in and get nommed. And this of course shocked Connie into thinking about the situation more objectively, and now he's gonna let Falco live, and he's gonna have to just leave his mom as a Titan. But other than that, we got to see Annie reunite with all of her former comrades on both sides of the war here, which was nice. We got to see Connie have a bit of a laugh, which he could use that right about now, just yucking it up at the sight of her scarfing down a whole pie. So that bit of levity was nice, but Annie wasn't the only one who got to reunite. It's basically just all of the other Titan shifters here, besides Eren, who have just gathered up and are forming a rebellion here in hopes of taking him down once and for all. So now we get to see all of them gather around a campfire and try to figure out what to do without killing each other. At least that's what the synopsis says is going to happen, so without further ado, let's just check it out. And of course, the next episode is called Traitor. My long-standing hatred for people who were traitors throughout these anime reactions was born way back with Attack on Titan, even though many of those individuals who I thought were traitors at the time, and I hated for that, weren't actually really traitors and were just, double agents playing both sides from the very beginning. But still, this episode was pretty interesting, just getting to see a bit of their perspective of each other, even though it was pretty much all stuff we've heard before. Just that guy being like, hey, what's with the sudden change of heart? You guys all of a sudden don't want to kill everybody now, what's up with that? Because he spent his whole life hearing that that's what the people on Paradis wanted, was to get outside the walls and murder everybody. When lo and behold, no, that was all Eren. And everybody else who's siding with him, because it's either that or face total annihilation. He hears that they're wanting to not kill everybody and is just meeting them with mockery almost. He's not even entertaining the notion that they never actually wanted to kill anybody to begin with. And John bringing up the idea that if they hadn't kicked down the wall in the first place and Eren hadn't had to watch his mom be eaten, then maybe none of this would have ever happened, but I think it was already set into motion way before that anyway. I mean, as we know, Eren has been just manipulating all of the Attack Titans throughout history, presumably, to try to get to this point, so this was all Eren's doing. Eren wanted this, because Eren would have never even been content just living peacefully inside the walls, even if there were no Titans attacking them. He wanted to be free. But now their concern is that the port is under Jaegerist control. Naturally, they're going to try to take any point that they can that would be advantageous to them, because they know that there's going to be people trying to stop Eren, and they're not going to let that happen. Not without a fight, anyway. But of course, the Jaegerists don't necessarily know that everyone in this coalition here is against them. I mean, judging by the looks of Armin and Connie's faces in that little preview there, something tells me they might just try to infiltrate a little bit, but not sure what their plan would even be while they're in there. But man, hearing back about what happened with Marco, now that's a blast from the past for me, because that was many years ago when that happened. I had actually forgotten exactly the circumstances of Marco's death, but once he started talking about it, all those old wounds just opened right back up. Just how terrifying that moment really was, just having to watch Marco just get eaten like that because they freaking stole his gear. He was defenseless. Like, it all just came rushing right back in as Reiner was describing it. He painted a very vivid picture. And of course he had to bring up his reaction to all of it, Because yeah, he apparently remembers that day quite well. He even recalls how confused he was when he saw him being eaten, despite the fact that he knew damn well why he was being eaten. I guess that was just the conflict within him, continuing that good old confusion of his. Because I do distinctly recall a couple other times throughout the series early on where he just seemed totally lost with himself. But hey, at least through Reiner's story, they managed to reach something of a conclusion, you know, because as he said, one of the last things Marco was saying was that they didn't even get to talk about it. And now that they're all sitting here and they're still not really talking about it, it made them realize that maybe it would be worth a shot. Ah, man, this is an interesting direction they're going, though, because despite the fact that, you know, they're enemies here who are grouped up, most of them have actually historically fought on the same side before. You know, Annie, Reiner, they pretended to be on their side in the past and fought with them against Titans, and now they're having to fight with them again after all this time. Yeah, the Cart Titan and the other dude whose name I don't know, they never fought with them, so they would have the hardest time, you know, blending in with this. But Reiner and Annie would have more of a position to get along. They would have more of a position, but still not perfectly good. Reiner especially, because he's pretty much defeated at this point. But even though Annie seemed to be kind of attacking Mikasa for a bit, she did seem to be on the same page for the most part about understanding her point of view, saying that it would be for the best if they could just talk Eren down rather than trying to kill him. But of course, talking Eren out of this when he has been whispering back for thousands of years, trying to lead to this point, I don't think anybody is gonna talk him out of it. But if they do, fine. Anyway, I guess that's all I gotta say for now, guys, but thank you for watching. Make sure to make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on more. That would be great. Next time, we got episode 85, Traitor. The only thing worse than a hater. Right now, they're gonna have to try to infiltrate the port so they can get one of those flying boat things so they can hopefully catch up with Eren, but naturally they're not gonna wanna just rush in there gung-ho and murder everybody. Even if it would actually probably be fairly easy to do that if they just had as many Titan shifters as possible rush in there, but these are their friends. They don't want to kill them. But hey, we'll see how it goes. And once I react to episode Traitor, it'll put me closer to being able to catch up, but, well, I thought I was going to catch up last time, but I didn't. Or I just straight up didn't react to an episode of Attack on Titan last weekend at all. Damn. But that is a whole different story, so for now, that is it. Until we meet again, I will see you guys later.